right, what's up, guys? Welcome to a Throne and Liberty quick guide on how gearing and progression works in this game. Throne and Liberty is a very huge progression based game. I can't imagine people being at a point where they could call it hard cap gear for months after launch from what we have right now in the Korean beta. So I'm going to go over pretty much everything that you need to know to upgrade your gear, upgrade your skills, all that stuff, right? So the first thing I want to say is it's going to seem complicated at first, but really it's actually quite simple. All of the gear, all of the skills, everything follows like the same structure. You just need different items for each thing. So go to the armor crafter here, right? So let's say you want to get a blue piece of armor. Now this blue piece of armor is potentially capable where it could just flat out drop. You know, you can just drop the whole piece from a place, a location or something like that. You can drop the schematic, but if the schematic drops, you still need materials to craft it. These materials can be gotten in different ways, from events, from quests, from gathering. These are from gathering. This is from breaking down armor that you don't need. That's like dust, breaking down armor that you don't need, and you can craft your armor. Now crafting is pretty straightforward. You get the recipe, you get the schematic, you get the materials, and you craft it. That's it. And you get to pick between different armor sets. As you can see here, each armor set has different stats, different defense, and then there's heavy, medium, and light armor. I'm not really sure. I mean, it's not really that much difference in defense for some of these. Oops. Like if you look at a cloth, 110 and 88, and then heavy is 116 and 126, you know, like, yeah, there's a difference, but anyways, heavy, light, and armor. I'm not sure what justification there would be not to wear heavy armor in late game, but that's a discussion for another day. So once you've gotten the armor, you have to upgrade it. An upgrade system, the way it works is, let's see, take a piece of gear and you have to get the material. It tells you right here what material you need. So this one, I need quality growth armor stones. Oops. This one, I need costly weapon growth stones. It's the next tier of stones. This one, quality growth armor stone. So I need 4 for this one because it's only level 3. Now you have a growth rate. So no matter what, as you can see here at the bottom, no matter what, the minimum is going to be a 10% chance that it goes up by 80%. And the maximum, the maximum is that. The minimum is you have a 40% chance of it going up by 25. And that amount is going to get lower and lower the higher level it gets and the higher rarity it gets. So I'm going to click it now just to show you. So I only got 30% chance. So I got this one, which is a 30% chance to get 30%. So the way this works is you're always going to every time you upgrade, you're always going to gain something. It's just that you're going to gain less than what you could have potentially gained. It's just a little bit of RNG, but your gear can't break, it can't degrade or anything like that, at least not yet, right? Okay, so that's it for gear. And weapons work the exact same way. Armor, weapons, they all work the exact same. Get the schematic, get the weapon, and the rarities are green, blue, purple, gold. We haven't seen gold yet, but there are purple weapons in the game right now. And then the next thing is skills. Now skills are a little bit more complicated. Skills pretty much work the exact same way as armor and weapons do, really. You go to the scroll crafter, which is basically the skill master of this game. And with these things right here called parchments, which you get through quests and completing quests and events in the world. And these things called Marins, which you can only get through events, dynamic events, and gathering. You craft those together and create a growth stone. Now, growth stones at first, the green ones, they work for all skills, right? See, all greatsword skills. But after that, the blue ones, you can only use it for each individual skill. So you have to be sure, and you're going to need a blue parchment. And each blue parchment is worth 20 of the green ones. Each one of these is worth one of these is worth 20 of the green ones. So you can see how it's going to go. And once you get to purple, purple is going to cost 20 of the blue ones to get one purple. And the purple range rarity of this is the same thing. It's going to cost 20 of the blue ones to get a purple. So as you can see, it's going to get exponentially more difficult to level up your skills. You have to, and your skills, you start off with 3 green skills, 2 blue skills, and 2 purple skills for your actives. And then passives, you get 2 green, 2 blue, and 2 purple when you start off. Now, every time you upgrade a skill, it goes up right here. You can see level 1 to 5. It goes up until it gets to level 5. And then when you upgrade it to level 6, it becomes the next rank. So for this one, it'll be the next rank. When I get it to 6, it will be rank 1 blue. And this one, if I get it to level 5, it would be rank 1 purple. And this one, if I get it to level 6, if I get this to level 6, if I get this one to level 6 as well, it'll be rank 1 gold. And every time you get it up to gold, you get actually every time you increase the rarity, you get a perk. So as you can see there, rare, which is blue in this game, rare, you get an extra perk. Epic, purple in this game, you get an extra perk. Legendary, gold, you get an extra perk. So as you can see, you have to do this for all of your skills, or at least all of your essential skills, your passives as well, and you have to do it for your offhand weapon too. And so as you can see here, you can also get this thing called the schema for blues, which gives you a chance for an attack. It counts as a skill point. So let's see what happens when I upgrade. Oops. Let's see what happens when I upgrade a blue skill that's level 4 with just 1 skill point. It's not enough. It doesn't level. I need 4 of these. I need 4 of either one of these in order to even have a chance to level it. That's how much effort you have to put in for skill points. Skill points are going to be a ridiculous level of grinding, because you have to do it for not only all these skills, you have to turn this from blue to purple to gold, 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 purple to gold. And you have to do this for all of these skills, for your offhand, main hand, everything. It's going to be a ridiculous amount of grinding. Like, the amount of grinding you have to do in this game is on another level that people just don't fucking understand. So that's a basic system of how the skill system works in this game. So everyone has a pretty good understanding of the progression required. Oh yeah, and another thing is weapon mastery. Weapon mastery happens when you just use the weapon. I've learned that all you have to do is have it equipped. You don't even have to use it, because I don't even use crossbow and I have weapon mastery 1. Weapon mastery 1 for this bow. For me to get to this weapon mastery, I played the game about 10 hours and I only use bow. And this is how far I've gotten. I think you get more weapon mastery the stronger the mobs get, so it may get, easier later on. But it's a long system, and every single time you try to upgrade a weapon mastery, let's see. So I used it to level this up, which gave me mana regen plus 40. So this is the first tier. So now I'll be able to level up either this one, or this one. And the thing about it is, it's the same thing. You get a chance maxing it. You see how it says it's a range 1 to 3%. You get a chance of getting either 1, 2, or 3%. So every single skill point isn't even fully utilized, and you have to then max it and then go to the next one. And it takes forever. It's gonna take forever to max rank. Fully maxing this out is probably gonna be something that takes years, from what I can tell. if I can imagine. And then let's see. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And then you also, of course, you have stats. You have, you know, the stat system, strength. You get 1 point every level up, but once you reach 30 stat points invested, it starts to cost 2 stat points per upgrade. So we don't know if it's gonna become 3 later on or not, but it costs 2 once you get to 30 points invested. So gear that adds stats is going to be really strong because you're automatically getting the stat rather than so, you know, if you get 3 decks from this, if I was at 30 decks, that would be equivalent to 6 skill points, you know. So yeah, it's going to be a very interesting system. It's a lot of theory crafting possibilities and a lot of work that has to be done in order to level your character to a high level. And skills are going to be like, skills are huge. Like the difference between this blue skill and it being gold is a night and day difference. This basically makes longbow a different weapon. Look at this skill, right? So it does 540% of base damage, and that's good damage, and increases critical hit by 600 based on the percentage of the target's remaining health. That's really good. So, but look at the perks. If I get it to purple, it becomes increase all critical hit by 150 for 6 seconds. So just a flat critical hit damage increase. And then legendary, the cooldown resets if I land a crit. So if I land a crit, I get to use a 24-second cooldown, the strongest skill in the game. One of the strongest skill in the game, if not the strongest skill in the game, again on a 24-second cooldown. It instantly resets if I crit. That's ridiculous, you know. Like that is a night and day difference. And another one, Greatsword, right? Greatsword has a dash. You can use the dash 24 seconds cooldown, use it once, not a big deal, right? But once you level it up, the cooldown is going to decrease every time you level it. Eventually, when you get it to gold, you're going to have around a 10-second cooldown because the cooldown decreases by 1 second every level, and you have to level it effectively 4 times one, just for 1 level. So, and you have to level it 5 levels, so that's 20 seconds shorter, right? Am I tripping? Or 3? No, you have to level it, it's 3, so it's 15 seconds shorter. So it will be a 9-second cooldown if my math's not off. 9-second cooldown, and you get 3 charges. It's a completely different class. You'll literally never have no mobility. You'll never not have a dash up. You get 3 of them. So yeah, skills, leveling your skills and all that is literally makes your character into a completely different beast. And it's going to be the deciding factor for a lot of DPS, and it's going to be a deciding factor on how you winning a fight or losing a fight in this game. The thing that I hate the most about this game, unfortunately, right now is the cash shop. And the cash shop, you can't get cash shop currency in the Korean version of the game right now. You cannot get cash shop currency without swiping your card. And guess what's in the cash shop currency? The biggest bottleneck to skill points is available in the cash shop if you swipe your card. And I really don't like that. I think it's horrible, horrific. If they remove this, it would be a huge difference, because skill points are everything. Skill points are more important than gear in this game. Skill is more important. Skill points are way more important than gear. If they can get rid of this, they can keep this, because if you get the gear, if you buy the gear off the market, it's just the base level. You still have to work to upgrade it. Okay, yeah, it's annoying that they get to skip the RNG process and just get the gear that they want, but at least it's base level. As you can see, its level 0 is weaker than my level 5 blue, right? So the base level is not stronger, so they have to work, they have to upgrade it and all that stuff. I don't like it, but I'm okay with that. But skill points being here, Amazon, you got it. NCSoft, you have to remove this. This has to go. Skill points are too important, too valuable, too strong. They should not be. This item should not be. This is a bottleneck that is required for people to actually go out and play the game in order to progress their character, and you're literally giving them the option to skip that. Don't do it, please. Just take this out. Just take this out. People will still buy. People will still swipe to buy weapons and armor base levels. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I genuinely am. But take this out. This is too much. This is too much. That's my only ask for this game. I don't care about the autoplay. I don't care about the combat. All I care about is this. Just take this away and we're good. And we're good. We're literally good. Just take it away. We're good. But yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say. You guys have any questions? Leave them in the comments. Let me know. Peace.